Lynn. Okay. Well then, I think we can get started. Taylor is traveling, so I will run the meeting, but feel free to chime in anytime. Um, I mostly the agenda is very similar to what we have been using, but I kind of rearranged like where check-ins are and stuff. So we'll follow along, but feel free to jump in as we go if there's other discussion things. So first item on the agenda is welcome and introductions. We are already recording. And since this is our first board meeting, I'm realizing since our new board members have officially joined, we can maybe go around and do just a quick introduction so that everybody kind of matches each other up. I think maybe just your name and your organization and your position there would be helpful. So I can start. My name is not class board. It is Katie Everett. And I am the Recreation and Facilities Manager with the City of Venice Heights. Jess, do you want to go next?
I'm Jess, and I'm the client care manager over at Amada Senior Care in White Bear Lake. We do in-home care.
I'm Taylor Johnson. I am the Director of Communications at Mueller Memorial Funeral Home in White Bear Lake and on the east side of St. Paul.
I am Louetta Larson. I am with the Jason Gorman Real Estate Team, and I am a realtor.
I'll go. I am Allie Lucan. I work for the City of Lino Lakes. I am the Activity Center Coordinator, and so I do all of our youth and family programs across the board, along with city-wide special events.
And I am Scott Olson. I am the Community Transportation Coordinator at New Tracks, a nonprofit in White Bear Lake, and outgoing co-president of class and now still on the board.
Yay. Sorry, I was making Lynn sit in the waiting room too. Sorry about that, Lynn.
No problem.
I'm trying to run multiple screens on my tiny laptop, so we're making do today. We are just giving, for our new board members, Lynn, we're giving quick introductions of name, your organization, and your role there.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, you're good. And did we lose Allison? I wonder if she's having technical difficulties. I don't see her anymore. So then, Lynn, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Lynn Ammon. I am a social worker. I work at Family Means in Stillwater. We do caregiver and aging support programming throughout Washington, Ramsey, all the way up to Forest Lake, down to Cottage Grove.
Wonderful. Thank you all. Does everyone have the agenda, or I can find that link to send back around to if you need it?
I have mine.
Okay, perfect. I am taking notes on a notes one, so I don't mess that one up. So they should be the same, but we can see how it goes. Our next point of business are notes from our presidents, who are Taylor and Jess. Taylor, do you have anything for us?
Yep. Just wanted to make a mention. It's not really like the treasurer part. It's not leadership. It was kind of in betweener. So I was just saying it's I'll be filing the tax postcard. Scott and I did that last year. So I know how to do that now, which is great. We've got a code to sign in and all that. I might, Scott, have to tap you again to just refresh my memory, but I think we worked it out last time. So that's on the radar and that'll be done before the 15th.
Perfect.
And I don't have anything other than that. Jess, do you have anything?
I don't really have any notes to add. I'm still learning on the go here how these meetings run, and so I appreciate you all still kind of taking the leadership there as I gather notes and learn. So, yep, I don't have anything to add yet.
Perfect. For the rest of the board, we do not yet have a treasurer, but the next item is treasurer notes. So Taylor has also been kind of leading our treasurer charge in the meantime. If anyone has a passion and would like to be a treasurer, we would very gratefully accept your help. It's not a ton of work. We'll get to it a little bit later, but we don't even have like a monthly web person to be paying regularly now. So we have very little ins and outs for a treasurer to have to deal with. So if anyone feels so moved, feel free to contact any of us and we can get you up to speed. There is in the agenda, the 2026 financial report has been started by Taylor. We have a positive balance. Taylor, did you have any other like notes for the financial report?
Yeah, you bet. I don't have it up in front of me because I don't have multiple screens and my phone has my agenda on it.
Yep.
But yeah, so what I'm realizing and what we're is the numbers are showing is that the vast majority of our expenses were for web services. So and that's within my skill set. So like the updates to the website that have happened and things like that. I'm not as good as Kate was. She knows so much more than I do. But she's taking a step back and she let us know that for other stuff that's going on in her life. She just doesn't have the bandwidth for this. And we love her and we appreciate so much what she and Scott especially did throughout the pandemic to keep class afloat. And we're good that we're in a space that we can make space for her to step back and take care of herself and her own needs, and that's really important. So I've been making updates to the website, and then and doing the treasury stuff. So it's really, like you said, pretty straightforward, Katie. I mean, we don't have a lot of expenses. We have everything that's on there is up to date and accurate. There is going to be like a $5 additional charge for the money order to reimburse Katie for um the money that she paid for Olive Garden for the annual meeting. So, but that's the only thing that I have to update once I get back.
Cool. And then membership drive is next if you want to.
Yep, I'll just flow right into that. So, membership drive, so far, we've only collected $504.46, but that is without really doing a membership drive. I was gone a bunch in January, so we didn't get that ball rolling. So, what I'm going to do is just email everybody encouragement to renew their dues. We have very good membership, so I'm very optimistic that they will get that number up. And then also go to that list. If your organization or you are not part of that highlighted block on the paid membership list as of March 6, 2026, go renew. Go renew. We want you to be a member in good standing as a board member. So yeah, that's all I've got.
Perfect.
Oh,
Go ahead.
and then also for grants. So there was another bullet on there for grants. That is not my specialty. That is not a big part of my wheelhouse is grant writing. So because our expenses are so low and because we have so much cash available, that I mean not so much but enough to certainly sustain what we're doing this year, unless we have a project that we need or something that is critical. I There was a deadline, I think, for the Vadnais Heights one was at the end of February. Was it February 28th, the Vadnais Heights
Might be.
one? But we didn't apply for that. But we can if we feel the need to, and I'm open to a discussion about that, about what we want to pursue for future grants and grant applications. And if we want to do a project that could make grant writing a little bit easier, I know that there's some things in operations that we've been able to cover for it, because our operations are our project, like connecting people and getting together is exactly what we do, and we use our website for that, and we use our mail system for that. So that is our project. So it does make sense to get grants, but I just don't know if they're necessary at this juncture. And I know that there's a lot of demand for nonprofit funds right now. And I think that we're doing well with what we've gotten where we're at. But again, totally open to a discussion for that if there's a difference of opinion.
Any thoughts on that? Jess and I had a quick conversation before the meeting started too, and I had happened to mention the same thing, that I think our community foundations are probably pretty stretched right now and getting lots and lots of requests for kind of like emergency funding for neighbors. So unless we have something like really critical going on, I am on the same page.
One thing I would suggest, because I agree with what we just talked about, maybe it is time for a rest, but maybe we're proactive and we reach out to both of those organizations, to somebody that we may know there, and say, we know you have a lot going on. We think we're going to be okay this year. However, we would consider, if we came up with a project, to re-enter our hat in the ring subsequent years. We don't want to just have it become, oh, they no longer need it, so let's not even consider them. Even though we would apply, I think being proactive, that we're just being sensitive to what they're trying to accomplish, might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Any questions about the financial report, membership stuff, grant thoughts?
Scott, do you have contacts for those two organizations that might be worth reaching out to?
Yeah, I think I do. Well, I mean, I know I do, and the ones that I have, I hope that they're still active with them. So I
Yeah.
think Muriel is with Vadnais. Is it Muriel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Muriel with Vadnais Heights. And then one of our advisory committee members for New Tracks is also still involved. So I may reach out to him and just give kind of a courtesy message on behalf of our board, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
That'd be
sounds
I
great.
great.
would love that. Thank you. And then I think for the White Bear Lake Area Foundation, is her name Meredith or St. Pierre?
Yeah, I believe she
Their
is the
ED?
new,
I don't
was
know if
she
she
new
still is
last
though,
year?
is she?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll look it up. I don't know that she is. Hmm.
Okay, perfect. We can
But yeah, yeah. So
I'll
Scott, if you
definitely
could do
check.
both of those, that would be awesome. That would be helpful. And I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, yeah. Any other treasurer things? Otherwise, we'll keep moving. Great. Next on the agenda is the secretary, and that's what I am. So Taylor has posted a bunch of our past board meetings are up on the website if anybody wants to look back at anything. And there is a running board agenda linked in the agendas, or notes linked in the agenda, so you can watch me try to type and talk in there if you want, or also refer to all of the old meetings for a ways back are in there. So feel free to reference that as you need. And then
Oh, and Katie, I'm
oh
just
yeah,
going to
go
jump
ahead.
in real quick. That was all those videos are YouTube links. So we aren't uploading them to the website. We're uploading them to YouTube and then linking them back to the website. So it's not taking up any storage in there.
Got it. Okay. Perfect. Next on the agenda, I put in a note here. We are, as old business, we are always kind of talking about how to kind of fill up our board, and we are very grateful for Luetta for joining us this year. I'm not in the class Gmail. I'm not sure if Allison's trying to get in from somewhere, but so thank you for joining. I put a note in the agenda to talk about whether the board is interested in potentially bringing back a member relations subcommittee. I pulled out the committee overview document. Is just a past one that we had as a starting place. I think we could kind of adjust that if we're interested, but it doesn't quite fit what we want now. I think that could be flexible, but I think we have focused a lot in the last couple of years about class being all about networking. So if we have a couple of people who are really focused on connecting with new members, bringing people in, doing some of those like orientation sorts of things. Making sure also that if we get new board members, we tell them what's going on. Those kinds of things. Just because we are all volunteers with all full-time jobs, kind of sharing some of that, especially those like really important pieces that I think like the class network has been very generous and everyone's really nice. So everybody just kind of rolls with it. But if we can kind of add that extra layer of like making sure that we're sending invitations and those kinds of things to new and potential members, I think that that would be really nice to kind of like share that around if people are open to it. So I can try to, will it let me do this way? I can put that document in our chat, maybe. Thoughts while I'm doing that?
I think it's a great idea. I don't have anything in front of me. I don't have. Oh, there we go. But I think just having, yeah, and I'm sure it's probably part of the document is a really clear kind of ask of what we want someone to do, and saying like it would involve like checking the email once a week and seeing if we have any people who are interested in becoming members and following up with them, or just like when we get a new member, identifying that and then just saying, hey, hi, here's what's going on. Like what
Yeah.
exactly does it look like?
Yep. And I think that might be one piece too that Kate was just kind of doing when she did website updates. As we got memberships in, she would kind of check in with people to make sure that we had like the right links and that kind of stuff on our website. But that might be something that the member relations committee can kind of help gather also. The document is pretty basic. Right now, it just has that member relations, connect through networking to coordinate resources and services through referrals, develop membership and membership benefits, plan and conduct network meetings, and collaborate with designated contact to develop and maintain brochures and other publicity materials to build membership and promote events. So, yeah, maybe there's that gets a little bit of an edit. But if there are people who would be willing to kind of do some of that like membership connection stuff, I think that would be really helpful.
Yeah, I agree. I think the editing that down to like take graphic design out of it. Like we don't need someone updating brochures and that's
Yeah,
a someone's going to read that and think, "Oh, I don't know how to do that," and disqualify
yeah,
themselves. I think it really the focus would be the connecting with people or following up with people that are interested in being members or have just joined.
I wouldn't mind doing that. If if you could tell me how to see when people are joining. Do we want to do anything where we're reaching out to community, asking or telling them about class?
yeah. And I think we've had like individual class members have been great about like you see somebody the week before a networking meeting, so it's on your mind and they like invite a person or two. But if we can do more of that intentionally, I think that would be awesome.
Perfect.
Cool. Welcome, Allison. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry, I
No
got
worries.
stuck in my car.
No worries. We are just talking about potentially bringing back resurrecting a member relations committee that we used to, class board used to have different committees kind of defined. So I just pulled an old version of those committees and just kind of talking about making sure that any new members kind of get oriented and that we're inviting potential members and that kind of thing. Yeah. Is there anyone else on this call so that Luetta is not a committee of one? might be interested in helping with member things. I think we could also invite members at large to kind of help with that if that's kind of a doesn't feel like they have to commit to the board, but it feels like something that they could help with also.
Well, if we don't have anyone else volunteering for it, I can connect with Luetta and then we can kind of come up with a like an idea of exactly what we're asking people to do when they participate in this and kind of what our scope is for what we want to do,
Great.
come up with some goals. And then I have access to the email so we know when people are interested in all that. And then we can kind of create I'm thinking like a form email or something that's like, hey, thank you for your interest here, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, perfect.
And how to join and all that. And just we can sort out exactly what that kind of workflow looks like.
Okay.
Cool. I am out until the 19th. I'm back, and the 19th and 20th are going to be absolutely insane for me for Thursday and Friday. So come back to me after the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, very specific dates.
And I am
Allison, I'm in Germany right now. So that's like why
You
you're like,
are?
what is she talking about? I am, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Nice. Where in
Hopping on.
Germany?
Oh, Munich. I'm in Munich.
Guten
Lots of
Tag.
guten Abend. It's very evening here. Yeah.
cool.
All right.
I am also happy to kind of help define what that committee is and kind of get that ball rolling too. So thank you, Luetta, for being willing to help with that.
You're welcome.
And then I do have a note on our agenda that we have 2 board departures. Deb Bland let us know that she has resigned from her position, so she will also be stepping back from class. And Kate, we mentioned earlier, just has a lot going on in her life, so she has stepped back. Hopefully we can still see her at some networking things. I'll kind of keep her on the networking emails, but
So you're saying Deb is leaving Ling Bloomston?
she is leaving Ling Bloomston.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she is going to be, I think it was a jewelry business. She is
Neat.
going more full time into her own venture.
It's like
so.
the 3rd time she's retired. So
Yeah.
Somebody else will rope her into coming back.
Totally. I think it was maybe right before our Olive Garden meeting. She had a surgery too, so I'm not sure if maybe it feels like a lot to come back to like a mostly full-time job. So
she's done this week on the 12th. Just FYI.
Okay, thank you for that. Thanks for telling me.
So just a note on those. I don't think, unless anybody else who knows more about nonprofits, I don't think there's any board action that we need to do to officially recognize that they're leaving. But it's on the agenda, so we can refer to that
Put it in the
future
minutes, and there we go. Yeah.
Perfect.
I think in that situation, we would, I'm just going to do, I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of both Deb Land and Kate Govell from our board.
I second that.
Any discussion?
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you. No. I'm acting
Get
as
them off our board. No, I'm just kidding.
Any further discussion about it? No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Sadly, but aye.
Yes.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion carries. So we have accepted their resignations.
Perfect. All right. Then we have a note about grants. We've kind of already touched on grants. Do keep your eyes out if there's something that's really seems like it's specifically what class does. I think we can kind of consider those as they come up. But for now, unless there's something that feels like it's worth our energy and attention, we'll kind of let grants sit. And then on to the 2026 class schedule. So if it's possible for us to kind of fill out the rest of our 2026 events at this meeting, that would be amazing. Or at least have some directives to get those all filled in. We've got networking meetings that need locations and hosts. April 8th, July 8th, and October 14th. Does anyone on the board want to host those or have ideas of where we should meet for networking?
We have space for like 20 to 25. I don't know if that's enough over at Encore Matamidi.
I think it could be.
For
Yeah,
networking, probably not the mashup, or do we have a location for the mashup?
Yeah, I talked with Julia and we're going to do both mashups over at the Commons. So we'll have
Oh,
plenty of
perfect.
space. Yeah. Yeah, so the April 8th, July 8th, and October 14th are the standard class networking meetings at 8:30.
I mean, I could commit to like maybe the April one, and then we could see if someone else would want to host one of the other ones.
yeah, because
Do it
Allison, we
that
did
way.
it at we did one there, right?
Yeah.
And it was great. There was
Yeah.
It
plenty
was
of space. I thought
perfect.
that was a
I'm
a
sorry.
great setup.
Yeah, that was a great design. I mean, that was a great room, if that's the same room.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it was well attended because you're kind of central too. I mean, I would offer any time, but we are too far east. We are like to the river. I mean, unless we feel like we want to get more people from this end of the city. So that's a both and.
I think
Yeah.
on one of them inside of the events, just the planner thing, I just had made a mention of Jess maybe wanting to. Did you? Did we volunteer you for that or like, but at your new location? Because you have a new location, right, Jess?
Yeah.
I was just going to tell you guys about that. However, it's not filling up. There's 11 spaces and 3 of them are filled out and one of them is counseling. And so we have to be very aware of talking and noise. And also there's just not space even for, say, 20 people. So,
So is that the room above Keys, Jess?
yep, it's the other end of the hallway.
Isn't that where the White Bear Chamber usually meets?
I don't think
They
That
so.
big room?
The White Bear Chamber meets at Keys in that room for a breakfast networking thing.
Oh, I was thinking that when I've gone, it's been upstairs. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
They completely renovated the space and now it's a little hangout space. So there's a kitchen and a couch and chairs, and they have people. It's like a waiting room more now for people
Okay.
that are coming for therapy, and it just wouldn't. I can't ever have it here.
Okay,
Makes sense.
that does make sense.
And we've got, so do we have another, I'm sorry, a lunch and learn that's not, look at the event
August
list.
12th is a lunch and learn also that needs a speaker and potentially a spot, or we can do it virtual.
Isn't that
depending
usually
on-
virtual? Yeah.
Taylor, did you do the August lunch and learn last year in person?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. And that's, I mean, I'm happy to do that. But I don't know if anybody wants to hear about like funerals and stuff, but because we've kind of talked about it. I've done that before and we've got new people, so maybe, but I would be willing to like, we could host it at the funeral home if we wanted to, because it's, I mean, really made for that luncheon thing, but it does take a day of the week out of our schedule when we do that, because we can't have an actual service that day, but we
Right.
can do it if.
What about if I talk to Michelle Hubbard and Family Means host, but we do it at the new White Bear Senior Center?
I have heard, I don't know the timeline, but I think the White Bear Senior Center has to go back over to Sunrise for the summer while they redo the parking lot.
Oh, you're right. She mentioned
That's
that.
right.
Yes.
But I do want to get us over to the new senior center once they're like really back there for sure.
Right. Exactly. So maybe one of the fall, but yes.
Yeah. So maybe the October 14th, can we reach
October.
out to Michelle Hubbard and see if we could do it
I
over there
will,
for the,
yep, I'll commit to working with her and maybe we co-host it, Family Means and her. Because I don't think she's back. She hasn't rejoined. I've been just keeping her at a bay. I think she's feeling like she wants to she did come to a meeting recently, right? Didn't she come to one of the last? She went to something and hopped on.
Yeah, I think she was online for something I
Yeah.
was on recently.
Yeah. So she's feeling that sense of like, okay, I can start getting back into community a little now that they've landed. But I will talk to her about the October one. I will take that one.
Perfect.
Okay, October 14th.
October 14th.
8:30 to 10.
So then what's still open? Sorry.
July 8th is networking, and then August 12th is lunch and learn.
You guys kill me.
The August one is that's
Crazy.
Venice Heights Days week, so I'm
It
not
it's Blue
hosting
Heron
that.
Days. Yeah, it's Blue Heron Days week for me too.
I know, I'm just that if we do that, we could do that virtual. I just feel like that August is kind of a crazy time.
Yeah,
Well, and
I would
if
be
we're
open to
doing a
that.
lunch and learn, like, is there a specific topic that we would like to do that on? I mean, maybe we go the other way around and think
Mm-hmm.
what kind of topic? Because like I said, we could do it if we did it at the funeral home. We can broadcast a live. We can live cast. We have cameras for that.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do it like in the back half of our kind of ceremonial space, we can turn the cameras around so it's not like where funerals take place. It's the other side of the room. It just has a different vibe. Like it's opened up. It's a little bit. It's not as feeling ceremonial, but we can live stream that from our camera.
Do some of you know about the Smurls has the new legal risk detector for older people? It's a great resource, and they got funding, and it's just started within the last 6 to 9 months. They've been at every program I've been at, sort of educating social workers. She wants FaceTime with providers so that we can all, there's a learning curve. It's the senior legal aid specifically is, so let's say you're having issues with housing or accessing benefits or anything around, they're specifically designed now and for seniors, and they go online and put your concern in, and then they walk along the older adult prioritizing maybe those who are living in an apartment and they feel like they're being discriminated against because they're older and they're frailing, or so specifically, or if you are dealing with a medical assistance issue and you need an advocate because you're feeling like the coverage. So it's very broad, but I think I refer there every week. I mean, I have someone every week that's like, I don't think I'm getting what I'm supposed to. I'm not sure who to talk to. And they specifically have an attorney. So it's different than adult protection in that they specifically try to look at your rights as an older adult in all the areas of need. So that might be something that we want her to come and speak on, because we all have touch points, with people maybe potentially saying, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure where to go. And it isn't an adult protection issue. It's something that they have a website developed just for seniors and families to, kind of make sure they have an advocate on all the things. It's free, it's confidential. I think I'd like to throw this in the mix if there's interest. I'd wonder what others think. Is it something that professionals would benefit from learning about because it's new enough?
Yeah. Is it a statewide program or is it county based?
So Southern Smurls is Southern Minnesota, but they come all the way through the Twin Cities. So
Okay.
it's the lower half of the state. That's the best way to explain it.
Okay.
So they've been around forever doing legal aid. This is a specific component now of their program that they're developing. They're calling it the Minnesota Legal Risk Detector. So this program actually might be for the whole state. I'm not sure now that you say that,
Okay.
but it's housed through Smurls, which is the Southern Minnesota.
Okay.
And that
one
contact
sounds-
information in the chat.
Do you want me to I can put the information in the chat for sure. But
And
if
that
we
sounds
could,
to me
yeah.
like, sorry, it would be a good virtual one, I think, because if they
It
have
would
like a
be.
presentation and that's
It
like,
would be. She'd actually be able to pull it up and then
Yeah.
show you how a person would walk themselves through the website. Agreed.
I love that. I think that's a great idea. I think that would really be valuable to our membership.
Totally. Yeah.
I will pencil that in for August 12th and we will confirm availability.
Yeah, and I can talk to I know her well because obviously I'm referring to her often.
Okay, great.
The woman that does the presenting, Mary Ann is her name.
Okay.
Do you want me to reach out to her for August 12th?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, I can do that.
Amazing. Lynn's getting stuff done today.
No. Okay, I just have to say on a total side note, I feel like some kind of alignment is happening right before I hopped on. The reason I was late is we've been trying for like 2 years now to get wavered clients. Out of the blue, somebody called me and I never pick up the phone because it always goes through our intake. And she's like, I'm calling from Health Partners to make an elderly waiver referral. And I was like,
Wow.
I'm like, okay, just keep talking. Here we go. We're going to figure this out. It's so, yes. I mean, I feel a little, the gods are in alignment today.
Great.
We'll
Okay,
take it because tomorrow it'll be, a totally different show.
Yep. So then we just have July 8th to sort out. And again, if there's like locations people would want to see, we can ask if there's a chance we can get in or ideas for where we should go.
So that's just for a morning. That's just morning networking that day. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, our room is booked that morning. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mind hosting it, but we don't have the space, unfortunately, that Wednesday.
The Commons is open. I'm always happy to host when it's open, but I don't know if people get sick of coming over here, and if we want to spread that around, I'm more than happy to do that. So
We could do it at Gorman's Restaurant, I'm sure, as well, but I don't know if anybody wants to come to Lake Elmo. I know I brought that up in the past and people thought it was too far.
yeah, that one might be a little bit of a hard sell for some people.
Yeah.
Katie, what date were we talking about?
July 8th.
Because I don't think if we have the lunch and learns no, what were we having at Commons later?
The mashups will be on May 13th and November 18th that are at the Commons.
So those, because of their size, will probably be inside anyway. So what's always been fun is when we've gone to the Commons once a summer and have it outside in the morning. I'm willing, if it works for you, I'm willing to co-host and help you with that. If we don't have another option, because I think we've always had good turnout for that.
It's pretty central. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will book it now, and then if something comes to anybody in the next couple of days, we can.
That was July 8th.
July 8th.
Okay.
And that one, I don't know when people are going to do 4th of July trips this year, but 4th of July is a Saturday, so it'll be the week after 4th of July. So hopefully people are back in the office, but the summer ones are always like kind of anybody's guess.
Some people take the week. It's falling on the weekend. It'll be either the week after or the week before.
Yeah. Yeah.
No telling.
Well, if not, more donuts for the rest of us.
There we go. I guess that's something we can talk about too with meetings, because class has a balance. In the past, we've had hosts provide refreshments. Should class just do that?
I'm thinking it's better if the host provides it. I know that it's an ask of them, but it does make it like, then you're not having to do an additional layer of coordination. Like it's pretty much like, I think asking of it, and if they don't have the bandwidth to do it, then we can be like, we'll cover it and someone will bring something.
Sure.
But I think if there's the ability to do it, it's really, really helpful, because then it's just done.
Yep.
I mean, there is the thought of, if, let's say, like a place like us who can't host, although I'm asking to host, like, would you want to be the one host? Maybe if somebody else is doing the site, you're the organization bringing the snacks.
Yeah, I agree. I could do that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd be happy to make a sign that acknowledges that, like just having it like something that says, refreshments today sponsored by whomever supplied them, so that they get credit.
Then it makes us feel like we're all working together versus, Venice Heights hosting us. You shouldn't have to always
put
that out.
I've got an open checkbook here. Don't worry about
You got to in with the donut.
Oh, don't, yeah. Oh,
No,
whatever.
that is a great idea though. We can I can put something together for our oh, it's only March 9th, but I can put something together and send it out to the MailChimp list too.
Let's do it.
Once we kind of get all of these meetings scheduled, we can do kind of an announcement with the like, this is really what we're doing this year. Sign up to participate kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'll get the events updated on the website, so they're all, because we have most of the ones we have scheduled. I have a TBD for April right now. So if I don't, yeah, anyway, so getting all those on there, and then for the ones that where we want to have registration, creating those registration pages, we can do that too.
Cool.
So we don't have a location yet, is what we're saying for the 8th.
April is going to be at Encore Matamidi.
Oh, you just said that, Allison. Okay, perfect. Thank
We
you.
do now. Woo!
And
We have
Allison,
coffee.
yay! Is it helpful for you to have an RSVP?
It is just for parking.
Perfect.
I will not be there that day, just so you all know. I'm off that day. Sorry. My little one's having surgery, so.
Okay.
Oh,
So you can check me off. No, I'm just kidding.
No worries. Well, then we did it, guys. We got all of the things at least penciled in. So thank you so much. That's a big help. Having to kind of like do that throughout the year gets to be a lot, especially once we get into summer. So
So who
that
should I
is
email
helpful.
about both August 12th and October 4th?
If you just send it to the class.lake area seniors one.
The one we got the board, the one we just got the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you think of it, you can CC me on there, but I've been
Okay.
checking in on that
Okay.
email too. So
yeah.
Okay,
CC
thank
me
you.
on that too, please, if you don't mind.
Yep,
Just so we
Taylor
can,
and. Okay.
just to stay in the loop, if we can. Jess, probably throw Jess on there too, so she's looped in.
Yep, Jess, Taylor, and yep.
I learned a new thing about Google that when you update your backup phone number, they take 1 to 2 weeks to allow it to sort through there for some reason. So Scott's been getting a lot of alerts from me. I was trying to set that email up to forward to me, and it just like I changed the phone number, and they're like, "Nope, not yet."
Oh.
Which seems like it should be an instant thing with Google, but
Nice.
not so. I'll just try it at 2 a.m. or so to keep Scott on his toes.
Yeah, don't move offices either because it will take you months for Google to catch up and actually change your address. And that
Right.
really messes things up.
It does.
I bet.
Yeah.
Especially the
It's so
people-
crazy. Like they're internet based. What is taking so long? But
Mhm.
okay. That handles 2026 schedule. I've got an old business note on the agenda for whether we have any interest in class having booths at health fairs or anything.
Is there anything coming up that anybody knows about? Like in
Yeah,
the
there's
spring?
that one at the White Bear Senior Center coming up in April.
I don't
I'm
know.
not aware of that one.
Yeah, it's like I can email it to you guys. It's the Senior Resource Fair, I think is what it's called.
Oh. Is
That
it
would be a
sponsored
good
by
one.
the press though, or is it?
I'm not sure. It's through the senior center. I think we got a booth. I think it was like $50 for a booth.
Oh, that's it. That's great.
Yeah.
I think they did it a couple of years ago, but I didn't.
Yeah, this is what Michelle Hubbard sent out.
Oh, it's a
Seeing
housing
that,
one.
but
Got it.
Oh, it's on housing.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
it's actually considered, we're talking April 3rd now, right? Or are we talking
that-
something different?
Is it April
Because this
3rd?
one is a White Bear Center Housing Day 2026.
I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there
And-
additional resources at the center or is it just for the housing, senior housing? Looks like it's just senior housing.
Well, it says it's a Housing Day 2026, but we can support it by introducing our facility or services to seniors and their families that attend. So it could be housing, it could be other services that are kind of attached to what seniors need.
Mhm.
There's usually like home care and like the move companies and the organizations
Oh,
and
okay.
that kind of thing
But
there
all
too.
around housing.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Has anyone heard of anything happening at the Y? Over at the White Bear Y? Like anything?
There was one there, but that was back in October, I
Or yeah.
believe.
And that's when they're doing it. I know that I reached out to White Bear Press. She said they're not doing theirs until the end of summer or the big.
Okay, and this was the old White Bear, not the
Yeah.
Maplewood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Centennial Area Chambers, we have ours coming up on May 14th.
Okay.
From
Is it at
9
your location?
I wish we tried, but
Sure.
they didn't want to. Yeah, no, it's a long story.
Yeah. I
They didn't want to change. Let's just put it that way.
changes.
So where is that one
Even though
held?
we had more space and more centrally located, but you know, that board, even though I'm on that committee, they don't want to have anything to change. They just want to keep it the same.
Where is it going to be?
It's at St. Genevieve's Church in Centerville. It's where it's been for many, many years, and we have lots of seniors here. Like, why not bring it to the seniors and be more centrally located? But
What's the date? What's the date?
I just button my lip. May 14th.
Mm-hmm.
You can register online, it looks like now. It's from 9 to noon.
Like at St. Genevieve, or where would a person go? Okay.
Wherever this website is. No, I'm just kidding. I'll throw it in the chat really quick. It's
church.
our area chambers. It's our chamber that puts it on. I'm on the committee, so I don't really pay attention. I just show up, right?
Well, we serve North Washington County, and that whole area is hopping. I mean, like it's the aging. It's like what White Bear was 20 years ago. So it's.
I'm gonna tell you this. The last few years, I've seen this will be my 4th year going, and I have seen a decrease in some of our attendance.
Okay.
Which is why I proposed last year a
moving it, yeah.
But again, like I said, the other board members don't want to do that. They just want to keep it same old, same old.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
But
thank you for putting that in the chat.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I get a handful of people that are interested and have never heard about us before. But it is what it is. So
And what is the entity putting it on? Is it which chamber? The
Centennial Chamber.
The Centennial Chamber. Okay.
Yeah. So it's Circle Pines, Lexington, Lino Lakes, Centerville. I don't know. It's kind of, we're all kind of little, but we're all kind of right around Lino Lake. So
is there, I guess, food for thought? Like, what sort of event would be appealing for class to have a table at? I think we had done Market Fest before.
That's a heavy lift.
Mm-hmm.
That is evening time. It's kind of a
and it's not
longer
senior
day,
focused necessarily.
Right.
And Allie, for yours, for that one, would we be at the 100 price or 200 price?
Yeah, good question.
I don't know. I didn't do anything with this. I'm on the board.
You're a member, so I'm wondering if we would get the member pricing or not.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
I'd have to. We have our meeting. Oh God, what is it? Tomorrow? I think we have our meeting tomorrow. Our first meeting, so I can ask because I don't know.
Right, because I'm actually sorry, you guys. I lost you in my web space here.
Are you looking at doing your own individual, or are you looking at doing like a class table?
I
Well,
was asking specifically for class if we wanted
Okay.
to.
I can see what they would say. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I have my table there, but I can see what they would say.
and you'd probably want, I mean, because we would want it to be, we have an older adult member base, and they share resources, and they would be sharing a table. And that's, so it's bonus added, right? They're obviously, I mean, if they're trying to make money, that isn't necessarily a push, but it brings more value to the participants to see a more variety of, it's not just the people that can afford to have a booth by
No, right,
themselves.
right.
I
Yep.
think it's better, it's just to sell it as something that's better for the community and the people attending, in that, like, they'd probably wonder why, because it would probably make it affordable for our organization if we were part of. Yeah, I mean, we don't do a lot of those, but we would love to be a part of it. But if it was a group thing, I think, is it 3 hours too? So that's nice, because I mean, if somebody couldn't be there the whole time, then one of us would just always be there, and you could still have your materials out for the other organizations. In the past, when we've done this, and we just, because I've lived through this, Scott, you have too, we just would designate one person, and then if you can't make it, fine, but the person that goes brings you did say bring your materials to, Lynn by 2 o'clock the day before or something, and then we'd make sure all those materials would get to the table that we had designated as class members. Then we, in that regard.
Okay, so it's basically like we're using it as kind of like
Shared
an
resource.
in-person directory of this is class
Yeah.
and these are our members of class.
Yeah.
And okay,
Because we don't want to be I mean, we can walk around. The other benefit of having more than one person there is one of us then walks around and tries to garner membership from a lot of the people
Yeah.
at the table. Oh, we didn't even know you were here. I professionally, I want to. So it's a win-win. And it has worked really well, because people don't, I mean, we're kind of a hidden organization. And then and then you're serving an area that is within our kind of scope of the organization of class. So typically then they'd have interest in an ongoing networking or something. So it's a both and then, yeah, we wouldn't necessarily be just there to talk about class. I mean, because we're not a forward service provider organization. Individually, we'd have our materials. It has worked really well in the past. So I think I'm the one that asked about it the last time we met. So I appreciate you bringing that up today, Kate. If we want to try it, I mean, if you, Allie, could ask if we, you could say we are a nonprofit.
Right.
You could say that we're, like I said earlier, where the benefit is then we see a lot of people needing services and support up here in this community. Collectively, we would share a table. We wouldn't ask anything more of them differently.
Well, and I want to be respectful for them putting it on and say, like we have funds for this, so we can
We'd be paying, yeah,
we can certainly. We're not expecting to get it for free, because I understand that there's labor and rental and all that stuff that goes into it. So we also would have to, like, I think the first thing that we want to do in that is who could do it, because I usually have a table at that event. So
is it okay?
I will be at my own table. So so I'm not available, but is there someone interested or available to do that, and kind of start there? That might be our metric on whether or not we can do that.
I can do it.
Yeah, I should be able to do it as well.
Lynn and Jess.
And also selling point that, like, there are organizations who would like to attend who don't have the funding to do those tables. So they'll have resources available that they wouldn't get if they don't give us the table,
Yeah. Much better said than what I was just saying.
Yeah. I can ask tomorrow at our meeting and see what they say.
I mean,
for sure.
we'd have to then, even if it was 100, how do we feel about that? I mean, 200, I feel like is steep.
I think because we're a nonprofit, it would just be a matter of whether we would, if they were allowing it, would be the $50 at the member rate, or the $100 at the non-member rate.
Okay.
That's where I would say they would put us, as long as they're good with this.
$100 seems fair to me.
As the acting treasurer, I would be happy to say that we've got the funds for that.
So I just penciled it in. Allie, you let us know if
Okay.
that's a go.
Yep. Our meeting is tomorrow afternoon, so I will ask.
Awesome. Anything else on meetings 2026 schedule? Do people have questions about what you're responsible for or any of those kinds of things? That felt so productive. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And I know we have a lot of excitement on this end for the upcoming mashups. I've had a lot
Oh,
of
awesome.
colleagues. Yeah, I've had a lot of colleagues. So I don't know, I know it's early, and I know we don't ever usually have trouble getting people there, but I feel like those dates, we should really elevate those because it's just so value added to have the FaceTime with those extra. And then the other thing is I've learned is that then they know about our organizations and a lot of them are referring and it's the only time they have FaceTime with the people is these kind of things. And so then all of a sudden you're getting it's like it's just opening up their world and they have a contact then for future referrals and to learn more about it and help families. So I've found it super productive in that space. Truly
Great.
sort of the mission of our work of our board or of our organization is that true connection, capitalizing on it. So I don't know if we want, I mean, I know it's on our website, but is there any special like save the date thing we want to get uniquely out there about those 2 dates? I mean, I know they're all important, but members have, always said how wonderful they are. Get the mashups, however that might be.
So I'd love to include that in the renewal ask.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
here's this really cool thing
That
that
is
we do
right.
and renew your membership
It's a
because
super huge membership perk, I think.
so
And
and
getting
talk
them
about it.
before May. And if you if you sign up before May, we're gonna invite you to this upcoming Ramsey County mashup. I mean, FaceTime with the county people can be invaluable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
So
like
yeah.
that. That's a great idea.
Well, and now that we have dates and locations for everything, it makes it so much easier to promote. Like, because
Yeah.
then it's like we can get out in front of it and put it into people's calendars in advance and not just kind of be like throwing it together. So I think
Yep.
that what we did today was really, really useful.
Super.
I can put together a printable PDF too that has locations on it now that I had done the list that we handed around at the annual meeting, but
I
I can
handed
do
these
one.
around to all my coworkers and stuff.
Good.
People, I mean, we might be old school over here, but it gets, yeah.
I have it up on my desk too, so
Yep.
I can do another one of those that has locations and stuff once we get everything solidified.
And I'll pop it onto the website because I have the one you gave us before, but we can switch to the new one. Yep. Now that we've got it all sorted.
Yay. Perfect.
I don't know if anybody had a chance to hop on, but now I did put the legal risk detector. Anybody want to weigh in if they feel like I should? I mean, I'm planning on connecting with her, but does anybody have any other opinion if they've had a chance to look at it? In the meantime, you all check it out yourselves. It was a grant. They went after it right before COVID and it didn't come through. And then it came through last year. So it's desperate times call for desperate solutions. And this, like I said, it's been a great resource for people. I mean, I get random calls all the time, like I'm in a TCU and they're telling me I have to go home and I'm not ready or something or whatever. And then I call there and then all of a sudden they don't have to go home or they can stay longer or maybe we need to help you find a place instead of just go home to the burnt out caregiver that's, in worse shape than you are kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah, I'm all for it. It sounds great.
All right, super.
Then we have a little bit of time left. I moved our board member check-ins to the end of our old business. So if anybody's got anything to share about things coming up with your organization, anything that the board can help you with, we can do a little bit of a round robin to just connect with each other. So anybody want to go first?
Real quick, I can go. We've got 3 pre-planning seminars that are happening. Well, four actually, that are coming up in the next few months, 2 or 3 months. And the first one is on March 25th, and it's free lunch and learn, so people can find out about pre-planning funerals before they get into like a spend down situation, or if they're in a spend down situation, so they can get those funds set aside. I know that a lot of times people in senior living facilities start facing that, and this is a great way to get the plans in place before that. So, and Annie, my sister, is so like, she does the all of our pre-planning, and she's so wonderful. She does not make it. Allison's nodding. She's like, I know Annie. Yeah, but she's
Pre-plan
like,
and
pre-plan Ann. But she's so low pressure, and I mean like no pressure, and just is like getting the information out there. So that's what we're doing.
Great.
I can go. Here we are just gearing up for summer. It's kind of a lot that we've got going on. Yeah, I just feel like summer is going to be here before we know it, and then it's going to be over with, and then it's like, oh my gosh, what happened in the world again? So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on around over here. But that's it.
Great.
For me, the real estate market is really hot right now. So if there are anybody that you guys know that are seniors looking to downsize and move, it is the perfect time. We are getting multiple offers, and there are people out there looking for housing right now.
Awesome.
I'll go. We just hit 100% full. Um,
Nice.
which is awesome. Uh, but I still want to tour people because I feel like so many people don't understand the whole financial picture of, they go to all tour at all these places and nobody tells them like, hey, there's programs out there. There's prepaid burials, there's all these things you can do to protect your money. So, but yeah, that's what we've got going on.
Awesome.
In Allison, I have several clients that have said they want to move into your place because you've helped them. So you're saying you're educating, but that also creates a sense of safety and security for families. And even if they're
Oh,
just touring, they feel empowered to.
I send them all to you, usually too. I'm
Well,
like, go to
we
Family
have a
Means. They will help you talk to
random
your
love
family
affair
member.
going between Matamita and Stillwater. I was just waiting for a coworker to send me something. I was going to go next, unless somebody else was ready to go.
Go for it.
Okay. We have April series. It's 5 educational, pretty amazing. Over the years we've done a 10-week series. Now we're down to a 5-week. It's called Aging Happen. Let's plan for it. So we have an area, we cover all the topics, an area legal and financial, making decisions around that. It's really, truly just around our education. We invite the community, people to come, caregivers, come with the people you're caring for, bring family members, things like that. And then the next week is, I'll put the flyer in for everybody, but we're going to have Lauren Bednar. Those of you that know her, she'll come and do her OASIS overview about moving, what are the different housing options. And then we have Courage Kenny coming, and they're talking about driving and driver adapting, driver testing, driver retirement, all things driving. And then we have someone coming from, this is a new one. Some of you may have heard Live Life Therapy Solutions is doing assistive technology for like in your home if you need. There's a lot of technology now that's being developed to help you function at home. And then lastly, we have an OT from Good Sam coming. How do you age in with independence in your home? And so Dawn comes from that. I will put that flyer in that if you have any families or anyone you're serving that could benefit, or if you just want to print it out and send it to people. You don't have to RSVP. You can come to any of them, all of them. It's the kind of a lot of what our typical caregivers are always asking for. We decided let's not make people commit to come in to do coaching on these things. Let's every spring get them all out there and people can come together and learn together. So that's what that is. We're doing all
Very
our
cool.
usual stuff too. All of our ambiguous loss class is going right now, and powerful tools for caregivers is going right now. So we've got our regular classes too going.
Awesome. Jess, do you have
Um,
things going on?
yeah, well, not a whole lot, and not our own, I suppose, but we're doing the Forest Lake Expo. It's huge. I don't know if any of you have ever done it or been there, and it's a little bit further out there, but I mean, hundreds of people come. It's the whole gym is filled with tables, and I think it's between 400 and 500 people that come.
Wow.
So a good one to attend and walk around anyway.
I will be
I'm
there.
sure it's all booked out by now, but we've had a table there since I started and keeps growing.
Awesome.
Oh,
Scott,
that's
do you have
April
anything? Oh,
28th,
sorry,
if
go
I
ahead.
didn't say it. Sorry.
Nope, April 28th. Awesome. Scott, how about you?
Well, we always have a lot going on. We are in the process of, well, we're always hiring drivers. We have some that retire, some that find something new, but we're hiring all the time for part-time. We have some areas where we have semi-retired people. They finish their career and they just want to come and drive. So that's a good thing. Other than that, my days are extremely busy working with MnDOT, with Ramsey County commissioners, with Met Council. They're all trying to figure out how we're doing what we're doing and how we can continue to fill gaps with transportation. So just about the time you think you've got a little breathing room, it just gets a little deeper.
Yep. Similar to Allie, we've got lots of Parks and Rec summer stuff kind of coming around the corner. But tomorrow we have our last winter lunch for seniors. Our attendance has been a little low this winter, so we still have a few tickets left if anybody wants to come out for lunch. And then we're doing a ballroom dance lesson at 1 o'clock. If anyone just wants to come be a dance partner at the Commons, come on over. So that's coming up tomorrow. And then we've got our monthly speaker series. The March one is a St. Patrick's theme, Finding Your Pot of Gold. So just kind of talking about finding some optimism through hard things. So that one's coming up. I want to say it's the 17th, maybe, sometime in March. Yeah, otherwise we're getting kind of summer event stuff coming around. We're doing our Music in the Park series again and lots of things to kind of bring community together. So just kind of getting all of those pieces in place and looking forward to getting busy real soon. So yeah. Any other, Lynn?
This is not happy news, but I did want to share it because many of you know Mary Mangle. Her son died unexpectedly last week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I don't know a lot of the details. There's just a few of us sort of in a social work train that have been reaching out to her. There is, Taylor, I know you're in Germany. There is going to be a visitation on Saturday at your place at the Mueller Memorial. And then an actual funeral is being planned for later in April. So if any of you know Mary or want to support her, there is not a time yet. So if you want to look on the Mueller Memorial, but it's planned for this Saturday.
She had just contacted me because her son was interested in job shadowing for Parks and Rec. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
like 2 weeks ago.
was it Isaac? Did she use his name?
Let me see. I think so. Did she have more than one kid?
She has 3 boys.
Okay.
He's the youngest. He's 20.
Yeah, I bet that was him.
I bet it was him too. Yeah. So if you can just keep her in your thoughts and she's just in complete, shock. So I guess at this point, if you know where she lives, there's a huge memorial outside her house. She lives right by the lake. So he must have been very well loved. She said he was very well loved, and a lot of people are supporting her and coming together in that space to lift her up. But we will all be gathering on Saturday.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. I'm sure she'd want everyone to know because she's the Meals on Wheels. She was working part-time at Meals on Wheels. And then I believe the first of the year she started working at St. John's Hospital as a social worker. So, yeah, she's the one that puts our amazing, so she's taking a leave, obviously, from both of those right now. Yeah, she and I, yeah, we have a big history together. She and I job shared at the White Bear Senior Center over the years. Yes, huge loss. So,
Wow.
yeah, that you don't want to know, those that have known her. Is it up already, Taylor? Yeah.
There we go. Gotta unmute myself. Does he have a different last name?
Yes, Northwoods.
Northwood. Okay, all right. That's why I
Yep.
was like, I'm not seeing
Isaac.
Mango on the website. Yeah. But hang
Good
on a
point. I'm
second.
glad you said that actually, because that would not resonate with people.
Yeah.
It does say a time.
Hang on. I am just hang on.
It wasn't out as of last night, but I haven't looked today.
It is not.
Okay.
So I don't
But something's on there, so we could at least check back.
the obituary is not up.
Oh, it's not.
Uh,
Okay.
no, and so usually that's intentional when that
Well,
happens
I'm
like
wondering
that.
this, yeah, what I know is that they're doing a memorial there, and I'm wondering if that isn't more just word of mouth. Do
That
people
might
do
be
this?
some
Because then the
yes,
actual memorial, she said, they're calling this a visitation at Mueller, and then the actual memorial is in April 11th.
yeah, it could be that this is just like a smaller family thing that they're doing
Yeah.
on Saturday or just like close friends.
Whoever knows
Um,
them. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes they do that.
Okay. I was
Just
wondering, I
like
hadn't really heard of that model, but I get it because it's just easier for the family too to just all gather.
especially when it's really sudden.
Sudden,
So that sometimes just to have that moment
the
with
communal
the
space
family.
put together. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
That's
then and
what I
not
was,
have to wait until something that's happening much later or a little bit later.
well, and it's Easter
Um
season too, so I know that's
so yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's published. So anything that would be
hard. Okay.
yeah,
Thanks for
that
checking.
yep, you bet, you bet. So that's all I've got from the information I've got in front of me.
Thank you.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
I know it is. It's very, very sad.
Mm.
Children the same age.
Do you know if he was a White Bear student?
He was. He graduated
Okay.
in 24
Okay.
with my daughter.
Wow.
I think he was going to Century, if I remember right. I don't know what
Oh
you
man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so young.
It is so young.
Oh, anywho.
I know. She is
All right.
becoming a grandma this spring. So,
Wow.
I don't know
Oh,
life. I know. There is no. It's just.
It's just that's a lot. That's a lot for her. That's a lot on her plate there. There's
Yeah.
like, how do you experience joy when you're experiencing so
Joy and
much of
grief.
profound sadness? Yeah, it's just it's gonna be a tough time for our friend Mary. So
That's right. You
yeah.
are right. You are right.
Hmm.
I'm sure.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to tackle?
that was all that we had on the agenda. The bottom of the agenda does have all of those meeting dates for reference. And then the bigger spreadsheet is linked up in the agenda too. I put all of our notes for locations and stuff in that one. So
And Allison, did you have anything to talk about, or the waggy tail that's behind you? Did the dog want to
sorry, I
contribute
didn't mean to
anything?
miss
I know.
you.
I have two dogs that are just going insane.
I just saw a
But-
tail go like this.
Yep. Yep. They're going crazy. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Making
didn't
sure.
mean to skip over you. All right. Then, unless anyone's got any other business, we can give you 12 minutes of your afternoon back.
A motion
Awesome.
to adjourn.
Second.
And we will call it adjourned at 2:49 today. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
work.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Hi,
Bye.
everyone.
Take care, everyone.